Hey y'all, welcome to Ham141 Homestead. My name is Tracy. If this is your first time here, welcome. If it's your millionth time here or you're a member, there's something wrong with you, but we love it. Welcome to. Today I'm going to be doing some maintenance on my 555 Husqvarna. It is a, I don't know, I guess you'd say entry-level professional saw. Between this thing and my Rancher 460, which is a homeowner's level saw, I have cut a lot of wood. And as you can see, it's getting pretty gunky in there. I have my chainsaw wrench here. And what it's got is a flat tip screwdriver and two different sizes of wrench on it. One fits the lugs on your bar. And you might be wondering, hey, what's this other thing for? Well, that is for the spark plug. On this saw, I have the clips. I'm gonna just take this in there, pop the clips. There are 3 clips. And then this comes right off. Ugh, look at that in there. Here is my air filter. And that's probably gonna be the easiest thing to change. I just unscrew that and it pulls right off. Now, I'm looking for fines, this little dust stuff. I'm looking for any of that stuff that might have got here, and I don't see any. But you can see that this is whiffled. Now, I blow them out occasionally, but not as often as I should. I'm gonna put this back on because what I'm about to do, and you can see the little holes here for the little pins here, is I'm gonna take it over to the tool shed and I am going to spray out this whole area, and I do not want any of those fines getting down into my carburetor because that would be bad. Now I'm also going to take this cover off because you can see that that is some gunky stuff in there. That all needs to be blown out as well. And so what I do is I take my handy dandy chainsaw wrench and unscrew it. And that pulls right off there. Oh, look at that yucky, yucky, yucky stuff in there. So what I'm going to do is now I'm going to go over to the air compressor. I'm going to start by blowing this cowl out. That's a lot better, I think. All right, now I'm gonna go grab my chainsaw wrench and take the bar off. Now there's a little thing in here that will... Oh, look at that. Yuck. Tremendously better. Go ahead and take the chain off. Take the bar off. And then the chain out. All right, let's head on back over to the truck. All right, now I just went and got some paper towels. I'm just gonna, this is a little extra. Anything that's gonna disrupt airflow. These front ones are the ones that get clogged up a lot. Anything think of any. Okay. Beautiful. Now I'm going to change my spark plug. Pull the wire off. Use the big, oh, not the big side. What in the world is going on here? It's not the small one. It's supposed to be the big one. That upsets me. That upsets me, Husqvarna. Harbor Freight to the rescue again. Hey, Harbor Freight, I'm still waiting on you. Give me a call. That's gonna be too big. Nope, 5/8. That's the way it's supposed to be. But as it just so happens, I have a brand new NGK here. I'm just going to replace that puppy, and I'm going to be careful. This is a little oversized ratchet, 1/2 inch for this. I want it snug. That should be good. Check that out. Get that on there, and there's a line in there, and I'm going to capture the line, and I'm going to pull this out. This is my fuel filter. Way to get all gassy. Now Trevor said to cut this off and just put a new one, but this really looks to me like it's made for repeat put on there. It doesn't look like it's going to be cracked or anything like that. It's in really good shape. And I'm going to stick this right on there. And I'm going to stick it right back in there. Now for the creme de la creme. Now here's the cool thing. I'm going to save this because you never know when something's going to happen, and you can use it again. All right, just like the other one. Set it in there. Oh, that fits on there nice and tight. Nice and snug. Set that back on. Push the little clippies like this one. And you can see there's a little dot right there. You can actually, there's a greaser for this. I don't have the greaser to do it with. I think Trevor does. But we want to make sure that that little hole and that little hole are clean. Now, because that's where the oil, that little hole lines up with your oiler here. Put your chain back on. All in the grooves, because you want it in the grooves. Yes, you do. Okay, now I'm going to back this up a little by turning it counterclockwise. Back it up just a little more. Just get this started nice. Not tightening these yet. Now I'm going to tighten my chain. Turn this up like this so tighten these up. I like my chain to be tight enough that I can pick it up, and the one I'm picking on just comes out, but then it snaps right back in. All right, y'all, now the test of tests. I'm gonna pump this a little bit. You cannot, this is a primer, but it's not gonna flood it. And then I'm going to go Now, something you can do is you can let it sit at low idle for 3 minutes, and it will adjust itself it will tune itself to the new setup and the temperature and all that stuff. Hey y'all, if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that like button, that subscribe button, that little notification bell so that you get notified every time I come out with new content. Mondays I'm doing tech stuff with the farm machinery and stuff like that. Fridays I'm trying to stick to the more homesteady, off-grid lifestyle, personalized stuff. I don't know. Don't forget, for 99 cents you can become a member, and if you're a member you get early releases on most of the videos I release. You get members only content, you get access to members only live streams where I give away merch and all that good stuff. And then I am now reclaiming the Homesteaders Facebook page just for members so that you can communicate directly with me. Alright guys, y'all have a great and wonderful day. We love you, and God bless.